Case number 20I004299, 202 Reserve Place. Date is January 13th, 2020. Time is 10:56 in the morning. Persons present: Detective Miller, Detective Quinn, and
Melissa Oneal.
Melissa Oneal. What's your title and who do you work for?
I'm a special agent with the Department of Health and Human Services, Office of Inspector General. My last name is spelled
O-N-E-A-L.
Yes.
Okay. You got a phone number?
786-3504. Cell phone.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, Melissa. Well, obviously we were informed that there are some family members inside of a home at 202 deceased. You want to tell us what led us up to this?
Sure. We received last week, either Thursday or Friday, I can check my paperwork, we received what we call an OI-43. It's an assist to help our Boston regional office. Agents out of Connecticut had a case on this gentleman, and they received a complaint arrest warrant signed by the judge on Friday. So they flew down here. They landed at 10:05.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay. And they're from the...
Connecticut.
Okay.
And so the plan this morning was to do surveillance. No one's been able to locate the family.
What's the family's last name?
Spelled T-O-D-T.
T-O-D-T. What's the subject's name?
Anthony John.
Anthony John, T-O-D-T?
Yes.
What is he wanted for?
Healthcare fraud.
Healthcare fraud.
Yes.
Explain.
I just have the warrant. The
Okay.
warrant says healthcare fraud.
That's
The other agents, the case agent could explain healthcare fraud could be overbilling or billing for services not rendered. Basically fraud against Medicare or Medicaid.
Okay. Do you have any history with this family locally or anything like that prior to this investigation? So you got involved on Friday?
We got involved last week, yes. Okay. At the end of last week, we knew we were going to be anticipating the assist with our other office.
Okay. And there's a couple other agents out with you today, is that right?
Yes.
What's their names?
Michael Phelps,
Okay.
and Jim Wynn.
Michael Phelps.
Yes.
The award-winning.
No relation?
No.
Okay.
And Jim Wynn is, last name is Nguyen.
We have a Hinwin that works with us. Should be out here soon. Okay. So this morning, what time do you guys get out here?
We rallied at Publix on Blazer Boulevard.
Yeah. Somewhere.
At 6:30.
Okay.
So that way we did a quick brief, and so we were sitting out here by 7 a.m.
7?
At the latest. Jim sat and had eyes on 202 Reserve Place. Myself and Mike Phelps had eyes on 211 Longview Avenue. Their apartment's Building 9, apartment 306.
306.
We were anticipating that that's where they were staying because we knew eviction paperwork was served to them at this house. And it was the plan where I was going to depart around 7:30, 7:45-ish and go sit at the Montessori school here in Celebration because we had information that the 3 or 4-year-old little girl went to the Montessori school, but the 2 older boys that were 10 and 13 were homeschooled.
Do you know if anybody has made contact with the school, like any other investigators or anything
Not
like that?
that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I sat there, watched parent drop off to see if. So we knew the van. We knew their van was parked over there. We knew it hadn't been moved. We know his car has been at the Connecticut airport since November, according to the FBI up there.
Okay.
Somebody, whether it's neighbors, again, I'm not sure how this came from the Connecticut agent. I'm not sure how he learned this information. Somebody thought they saw the family packing up a week or 2 ago in a white SUV. There was no white SUV listed on David. We only have the van, the car, and then like a little golf cart I think is also listed in there, like a little yellow and white golf cart. So the plan was we were going to do some surveillance, get some info, take our photos. We were going to rally with the 2 guys coming down from Connecticut, go to the school, see if we could find any information about where this family was, because nobody had heard from them. Nobody could locate them. I know you guys had been out here several times doing welfare checks.
Yeah.
So we were trying to serve the arrest warrant.
Okay.
Jim got eyes on him. He was sitting about here. Jim, 7:45ish, saw him come out of the house.
The father.
Yes. And the gentleman looked over at Jim. So Jim called and said, hey, I was already at the school. Said, hey, let's swap out, because he spotted me.
Yeah.
So Mike went across the grassy area right here, sat over there. We called our supervisor. Our supervisor said, let's just hook him up. The plan was, if he was still on the front porch, the three of us were just going to grab him, because he was already out front. Once he went back inside, we called you guys, saw if we could get 2 marked units out. Just, we didn't know if the kids would be home alone. Then we would have a DCS problem, all that stuff. So anyways, your 3 guys met me over behind Building 11 on Longview Avenue. Kind of went over, showed the picture, the warrant. Pulled up here. Jim and another deputy went around back. Mike was up first. I was second, and then another deputy was behind me on the front porch. We knocked. No one came to the door. Mike tried the door. The door was unlocked, so he popped it open. Still did the initial, as we did before we popped the door, police arrest warrant. We could hear some mumbling from inside the house. It sounded like it was from upstairs, so we slowly made our way in. He was at the top of the stairs, still mumbling, needing a lot of assistance to get down. He said, don't touch him because he will fall. He was struggling, and it took him a while to get down the stairs, but we waited slowly while he just took it stair by stair. Once he got towards the bottom, we asked him where Megan and the children were. He said Megan was upstairs sleeping, and he also called for her, like she was alive. We asked where the children were, and he said, "Oh, I don't know. I can't remember if they went to a sleepover last night." So, as he was on the bottom stair or two, myself and Deputy Wood, I think the one with the baseball cap, made our way upstairs to check on the children and check on Megan, since we had called for her as well and we were getting no answer. The master bedroom door was open, and you could see there was a master the bed up against the right wall, and there were 2 mattresses on the floor and at the foot of the bed, and you could see feet that were, it was pulled. You could tell it was somebody that was deceased. There were blankets covering both of those bodies. You could see the buttocks and pants of another person on the left mattress, and you could see the feet of the person on the right mattress. That's when one of your deputies said we had some 7s up here. He went and checked and found Megan under a blanket. We couldn't find the daughter. So we went to the balcony, the top of the stairs. We're like, Tony, where's Zoe? Oh, isn't she in her bed sleeping? And her bed would appear to be her bed because it's like a toddler-sized bed, mattress on the floor. It was an open mattress with just the fitted sheet on it. And I walked back out and I said, Tony, where is Zoe? And he was confused. And then that's when we went back in the master bedroom, and she's so little. She's only 3 or 4. There was another little blanket at the foot of the bed. So if these are where the pillows are at the top of the bed, Megan was on the right side of the bed, normally, and Zoe's right here at the foot of the bed, laying across the bed.
So underneath blankets or something? Underneath
blankets. We pulled back, and you could see, from where I was standing, you could see her hair. And then we went back downstairs. We got him outside of the house. He's on his way out. He said he was taking some Benadryl. He had taken some Benadryl, is what I had overheard him. At that time, it was Mike and another deputy that were helping escort him out because he was so large. and I think Jim was also helping escort him out, and so we've got the fire department.
What was he doing prior to going back in the house? He was on the front porch?
I did not see him.
You didn't see him?
No, that
Okay.
Jim and Mike saw him on the front porch.
Okay, I just didn't know what his character was. Was he sluggish then? You know what I'm saying? Or
From what they have told me, against
Okay.
they said he was, but they personally saw him. I never saw him until
He was walking on his own.
yes, according to them.
But you weren't here for that, so
Correct, I was not here for that.
I'll speak with them. So once bodies are discovered and Tony is out, you guys back out.
We
Wait
backed
for us.
out. I heard that I did not. I heard somebody check the garage apartment, and we did before we found Zoe on the bed. So when we backed out, we were looking for Zoe. He said he didn't know. We went back and checked the bathroom because he said, "Oh, that's right." When we asked the first time, he said, "She's back in the back, 2 doors in." Well, that would be like the master closet, which is through the bathroom. So we walked in, like, pulled up a piece of clothing or two, and your deputy was like, "No, she's not here." So that's when I walked back out, and I'm like, "Where is Zoe?" And there's a door in between the master and what appeared to be her room, and your deputy had kicked the door in because it was locked. I can't even remember what was in that room. But then that's when we went back into the master because we had to find her. And that's when he saw the other little blanket here, and he pulled it up a little, and that was it. We saw a knife on the windowsill. One of your deputies said they saw vomit.
Did you see any signs of trauma to the bodies?
So the bodies are black, like as black as this.
Okay.
It looked like there was some deformation here, but then he saw there was vomit, so he didn't know if it was overdose, and I didn't know if this was like stabbing, just because the bodies are so far gone. So we didn't move anything enough other than to tell, yes, there's a body. And he, like, even with Zoe and with Megan, he like just barely picked the blanket up, said, "Yep, they're deceased. Let's back out."
You okay?
Yeah,
All right.
I have a 2 and 4-year-old.
Yeah. We all have.
Yeah.
We're dads too. So.
There's also a dog, so just there may be another deceased.
Okay.
Okay.
You didn't see the dog anywhere?
No, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know, like, what you guys are clearing out of the house, just to let you know that there is.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have multiple locations, obviously. We're going to have, search warrants everywhere else. So the other residents and stuff, too. And
Yeah.
all right. The gist of it, I mean, that's where we're at. So we have a couple other detectives knocking out some S&Ws on their houses and this, that, and the other, Did you have any other conversations with Tony after or anything like that after he was taken away?
No,
You guys
the
didn't
only
debrief him or
thing,
anything?
no, once, when he was still sitting at the bottom of the stairs while we were looking for Zoe, so we just asked him twice, "Where's Zoe?" And, or "Where's your daughter?" was the first time. "Where was Zoe?" the second time. While he was still sitting at the bottom of the stairs, one of your deputies read him Miranda, and they got him out of the house. And that was the only thing I had ever asked him, was where Zoe was. And I think I asked him if Megan was upstairs, before we even went up the stairs, while he was still trying to work his way down. He was so slow moving, he was at the bottom 2 stairs, and so I even just kind of went around him to see if we could.
Did you see all the bodies?
Yes. Well,
Are they all kind of in the
I
same
didn't
condition?
see Megan because she was, the way her blanket was, it was folded over this way, and he just lifted up here, and I was probably standing here, so I didn't see her. You can tell
But you
there's
saw the
something under
children?
there.
All right. They're all pretty much black. Pretty.
The 2 boys, I just saw Zoe's hair.
Okay.
But yes, the 2 boys are, like I said, as black
Obviously.
as black as this leather.
All right. Think of anything else? It's pretty sad, unfortunate.
You guys have the van, and you know about the apartment.
Yep.
I don't think there's any other knowledge pertaining to them. I think I had heard he was tapping out his finances.
And that kind of leads me. The agents that landed,
We're sitting over at Publix right now.
they're at the Publix?
Yes.
Okay. What we'll probably do is we'll probably have.
Get their contact info and
Yeah, we'll get it from you, and then what we'll do is we'll probably send one of the other detectives over there to just speak with them. Maybe one of our partner comes in, Sostri, have Lugo
get
get
more history on them.
Yeah, we'll just try to get to, obviously they probably have more background on this family.
FBI is also co-working the case with us. So there's an FBI agent up in Connecticut that's been working this case with HHS.
All right. We'll get all that contact and follow up with them and take it from there.
Okay.
So, cool. Thank you so much. It is 11:11 in the morning.